contents of our pockets. Share the richness of our lives. Lighten our load. Share the food upon our tables. Fill the emptiness before us. We're all voices in the chorus.
Welcome to our first ever virtual concert. Nevertheless, we persisted. We're so glad you're here. I'm Amanda Strand.
And I'm Kelly Camlin, and we are the current co-presidents of Windsong, Cleveland's feminist chorus.
This past year has been very different for us. The COVID pandemic made it impossible for us to gather together in person. Like so many choirs, we turned to Zoom rehearsals to keep us going. And let me tell you, they are a very poor substitute. Windsong has not been able to gather together to rehearse in person since March 8th, 2020.
And at that time, we thought we'd be canceling a few rehearsals, and then we would come back and prepare for our spring concert. Little did we know the challenges that were ahead. Nevertheless, we persisted. And we even managed to thrive. Our artistic director, Heather Russell, had a previously arranged sabbatical this season, so our board took on the task of arranging bi-weekly Zoom rehearsals. We quickly learned that this is not an easy task, and with many experiencing Zoom fatigue and feeling isolated, we knew we needed more for our members.
When it came time to plan the second half of our season, the board realized we needed help. We reached out to the Sister Singers Network and welcomed Kathleen Hansen, Artistic Director of the San Diego Women's Chorus, as well as Michaela Komenchek, a former Windsong choral intern, as our interim directors. Together, they led us through rehearsals, musical education, and preparation for the virtual pieces you will see today. Most importantly, their energy and talents helped us continue to grow musically and as a community in spite of our virtual circumstances.
It's so strange to not be with you all in person, especially with the memory of our 40th anniversary concert fresh in our heads. It was sold out. That concert, we are. We could not have accomplished this feat of technology without your continued support. Throughout tonight's performance, you will have many opportunities to support Windsong. Sawubona.
Sawubona.
The Zulu greeting, Sawubona, means I see you. It is a deep witnessing of someone's worth, dignity, and their presence.
Sawubona.
My name is Kathleen Hansen, and I live in San Diego, where I direct 3 choruses, including the San Diego Women's Chorus, which is a member of both gala choruses and Sister Singers Network. In addition to my work with these local ensembles, I'm the 411 Artistic Advisor for gala choruses. Being part of Sister Singers and gala choruses is a great way to meet singers from all over, at least in a non-pandemic year. When in-person rehearsals shut down for all of us, and all of our organizations were faced with the prospect of being isolated and silenced, it didn't take long for our networks to spring into action and figure out how we could stay connected, both locally and as a broader community. We exchanged ideas about what our singers and audiences needed, both musically and socially. Amazingly enough, one of the silver linings of the pandemic has actually been the incredible opportunity to connect with and get to know people outside of our own geographic areas. In one 48-hour period, for example, I was able to guest direct courses in New Zealand and Sweden, present 2 university classes in Pennsylvania, and then give 2 more clinics, one in New York and one in San Francisco. I was excited and fortunate to build an even deeper relationship with Windsong, though. Heading into this last virtual season, I was one of 2 directors that helped plan and carry out virtual rehearsals. Windsong agreed to join the San Diego Women's Chorus for a long-distance collaborative piece. Linda Hirschhorn wrote In These Hard Times at the very beginning of the pandemic, and it reminds us that raising our voices in song together has seen us through some hard times, and it will continue to inspire and connect us as we move forward.
In these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, in these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, in these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, in these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, in these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, in these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, in these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, there will always be singing. In these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, there need your passion, we need your spirit, so we can sing through those hard times. There will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times, there will always be singing, always be singing. In these hard times.
Hi, my name is Kathy Sullivan, and I'm a member of Windsong's Board of Directors, also known as the Core Group. I've been singing with Windsong on and off for the last 13 years. While singing with them, I usually served on the board, and when not singing with them, I stayed in touch by attending concerts and playing guitar and Irish drum as needed for their concerts. One night in 2019, I think it was a dark and stormy one, I attended one of their community appearances. I was approached afterwards by a member, and since my name was Kathy and I was an alumna, I was asked to sing in a small group ensemble called the Caths for their 40th anniversary concert. I jumped at the chance. Being back rehearsing and performing with them was so much fun, and the sense of having returned to a community that I loved was so strong. I left that concert knowing I was going to rejoin in the next concert cycle. I did just that, and a year later, I'm singing with them and back on the core group again. The small group song I performed with the Caths is what you'll see next, Hope, Struggle, and Change by Roy Zimmerman. Although it is a song about voting and racial justice, According to the title, it might as well have been our theme song for the last pandemic year. Please enjoy Hope, Struggle, and Change.
Hope and change is what you voted for, but now I'm looking, now I know that you're wishing that your vote did something more to move it forward, hoping that the nation would be freed from the hands of ignorance and greed. But you know the slogan always needed just one more word: hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Danger on the road to justice. Gonna keep on hoping. Gonna keep my eyes open. And change will come. Change will come, but it won't be easy. You know the civil rights didn't fall to us. The voting groups are set on the bus. So many fought and died for racial justice before and after. Suddenly a ray of hope appears, but only after years and years and years. And only because of blood and sweat and tears and yes, even laughter. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Danger on the road to justice. Gonna keep on hoping. Gonna keep my eyes open. And change will come, but it won't be easy. List of cases Santa never saw. A woman's right to vote become the law. But women everywhere now know the awesome load she carried. And Stonewall never settled any fights. There've been a lot of Stonewall since that night. But now our nation's recognized the right of people to be married. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Danger on the road to justice. Gotta keep on hoping. Gotta keep my eyes open. And the change will come, but it won't be easy. We gotta hope and cry, work until we die. We gotta plan and fail, spend the night in jail. We gotta really get pissed, resist and raise a fist. We gotta try to revolutionize. We gotta bleed and need, suffer guaranteed. We gotta sweat, no doubt, get the vote out. We gotta howl, yell, raise a lot of hell. We gotta educate and organize. Keep our eyes on the prize. So asking any president to make fundamental change, that's our mistake. We've got to be a giant, just awakening from its slumber. We know the moral arc of the universe is bending ever better, never worse. It's almost like the human race rehearsing for its big number. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Danger on the road to justice. Gotta keep on hoping. Gotta keep my eyes open. And the change will come.
come. But it won't be easy.
Isn't that the truth? We have encountered so many changes since Windsong celebrated its 40th anniversary last year. Some good, some not so much. However, one thing that has not changed is the support of our family, friends, and fans.
Not having a concert since November of 2019, we were concerned how the COVID pandemic would affect us financially. While not having concerts meant we had smaller operating expenses, it also meant we were missing our largest source of income. We are incredibly grateful for the support that we have received this past year. With your donations and a grant from Cuyahoga Arts and Culture, we have managed to survive this unprecedented year, and we will be able to continue to lift our voices and help affect change in our communities.
Thank you to all our supporters. If you have not done so already, you can make a donation by scanning the QR code on your screen or visiting rebrand.ly/Windsong. Every donation, no matter the amount, will help us cover the costs for our artistic director, music, and operations, as well as to help us to prepare to host the Sister Singers Network Choral Music Festival right here in Cleveland in 2023.
In January of 2017, Amanda and I were among approximately 40 members, friends, and fans of Windsong to travel from Cleveland to Washington, D.C. on a Windsong organized charter bus to participate in the Women's March on Washington. This was an incredible experience.
As we waited for several hours for the crowd to shift and the march to begin, we were able to see thousands of incredible signs calling out for change. Our next piece, Signs, Voices from the Women's March by Ruth Huber, takes those messages from that day and poignantly puts them together in this powerful song.
In the dark zone, when fear and confusion reign, and hatred casts a shadow on the stage,
When we decided to move from California to Cleveland, we were immediately drawn to Windsong. The website reads, "We are women who sing and who believe in sisterhood, humor, acceptance, and respect for all. Our music is our message to the community." That sounded pretty appealing to us newcomers. Then the pandemic hit, and we moved in the midst of it. So our efforts to build an in-person community were somewhat limited. Still, in the midst of all the limitations of Zoom, we began going to rehearsals for Windsong.
There, we found a community of singers who clearly are like extended family to each other, and we wanted to be a part of that. At the very first rehearsal we attended, the organizers talked about the isolation of the pandemic and played the song, "You Are Not Alone." I think it made everyone on that Zoom call cry. It sure made us cry. That's when we knew that this group valued each other every bit as much as it valued the music. We were welcomed and inspired by the camaraderie and by the music of justice, affirmation, and hope.
The song you're about to hear, "Better Times," is a great example of that. It was written by Janice Ian as part of her Better Times project, with the goal of getting through the hard times and celebrating the good. We hope you enjoy it.
Better times will come. Better times will come. When this world learns to live as one, oh, better times will come. When we greet each one without fear, knowing loved ones soon will be near. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore, oh, better times will come. Better times will come. Better times will come. When this world learns to live as one, oh, better times will come. Though we live each day as our last, we know someday soon it will pass. We will dance, we will sing in that never-ending spring. Oh, better times will come. Better times will come. Better times will come. When this world learns to live as one, oh, better times will come. Better times will come. Better times will come. When this world learns to live as one, oh, better times will come. Oh, better times will come.
I'm Heather Russell, the Artistic Director of Windsong Cleveland's Feminist Chorus. I'm also an Associate Professor of Music at Cleveland State University. After our longtime director, Karen Weaver, passed away, the core group was looking for a way to honor her. I, at the same time, was looking for ways to benefit my students, not only materially with a paid internship, but also experience-wise. Karen was a Cleveland State alum, and I know choral music meant a lot to her. My students at Cleveland State University in the choral fieldwork, they get to work with some fabulous local high school choral teachers and some very strong high school choral music programs. And they don't get to work with community choruses like Windsong, even though many of them will conduct community choruses in their lives as a music teacher. Windsong is a great opportunity for young pre-service music teachers because of the wide range of abilities, the wide range of skill levels. We have everyone from people who are composers and could be professional musicians and singers to those who have never sung in public before, and this is the very first time that they're trying to sing in front of anyone. And so you have to really use your teaching skills and your choral conducting skills. Michaela Komenchek was the first intern for Windsong. She just hit it out of the park. She was a great choice. She not only learned musical skills and conducting skills and practiced them, she also became really a part of the chorus and benefited from the community of the chorus, which I really enjoyed seeing her learn and grow and become really a part of our family.
Hello, my name is Michaela Komenchek, and I am the inaugural recipient of the Karen Weaver Memorial Choral Music Education Internship. I spent my time with Windsong throughout the years of 2018 and 2019, working very closely with Dr. Heather Russell in the hopes of becoming a better music educator, specifically in the choral world, and I am so happy to say that this internship really did exactly what it was intended to do. This is an opportunity that most people my age don't really get to experience. Not only was I able to be a part of the group and sing with them, but I was also able to get in front of the group and teach them, and also get in front of the group during the concert and conduct them. This is something you don't really get the opportunity to do too much when you're in college, so it really gave me a leg up on my choral resume, and for that I'm very fortunate. In addition to that, this opportunity unfolded into another opportunity to be one of 2 substitute artistic directors for Windsong this past spring. Kathleen Hansen and I worked very closely together in order to kind of just push Windsong through a weird time going through the pandemic, in addition to helping the group prepare for a couple of small projects that they were working on at the time. With that, I would like to move on to talk about Refugee, which was written by Moira Smiley. This is a song that we performed in a small group when I was in Windsong. This small group of us, it was just a few of us, got together outside of regular choir time hours to kind of get this song concert ready, and it was a wonderful experience. This is a song that's about feeling bereft and misunderstood. It's a song that uses a vocal style that is supposed to emulate the plea and the call for compassion that we're looking for. Moira Smiley specifically says this about the song. "We are all much closer to being refugees than we want to imagine. Realizing this may remind us of our humanity, especially those of us who have relatively plenty." I'm happy to say that this is one of the best experiences that I had with Windsong. It truly is one of what I think was one of my greatest accomplishments with the group, and I really hope you enjoy.
Refugee, 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 refugee. In your world, I'm a refugee. In your world, danger all around me, all around me, all around me. In your world, I must flee. I'm not free, I'm not free.
Bring me shelter, I will not harm you. Bring me shelter, please. Bring me shelter, I will not harm you. I would shelter you. I am only what you are. broken, no more rules to protect
Imagine
you.
your unbreakable world.
Imagine your unbreakable world was broken, no more rules to protect you.
Who is I? 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 In my world, I was standing strong. In my world, my heart did belong, and now it's gone. There is only longing, only longing, only longing.
Bring me shelter, I will not harm you. Bring me shelter, please. Bring me shelter, I will not harm you. I would shelter you. I am only what you are. I am only what you are. I am only what you are. What you are. What you are. Imagine your unbreakable world was broken. No more rules to protect
Imagine
you.
your unbreakable.
Imagine your unbreakable world was broken.
Imagine your unbreakable world was broken. No more rules to protect you.
Imagine your unbreakable
Imagine your
world was
unbreakable
broken.
world
No
was
more
broken. No
rules to
more rules to
protect you.
Refugee, 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 refugee.
I'm Elanka Michelle O'Neill, and this is my daughter Riley. And we used to live in Cleveland, and when we lived there, one of the best parts of living in Cleveland for me was being part of Windsong. It was a really special time, and I used to bring my kids with me, and they would sit in the back on the little couch and listen to all the rehearsals every Sunday. And Riley this year is getting to take part in Windsong virtually. Riley, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, I had the pleasure of being involved with Windsong virtually this session, and I'm so grateful because it was so nice seeing all these faces that I used to know when I was a kid. And also being around all that music as a kid made me it was really helpful for me because it made me realize how a choir works and a bunch of choral pieces, and I was actually familiar with some when I would go off to do choir in high school and college. So that helped me a lot. I don't think I would be where I am without Windsong.
Yes, having her participate is the silver lining of COVID. We've both been really happy about that this season.
Yes.
And we miss you.
Hi, I'm CJ Smith.
And I'm Carolyn Smith, CJ's mom.
And we're altos in Windsong. Windsong's been around for 40 plus years, but I joined in 2006, and I quickly fell in love with Windsong's family and community vibe, and I got the whole family involved.
Yes, and I taught some of the members, and I was a grace note, and so I decided to join.
In 2014. And then in 2015, my daughter Lydia joined for a year. And then in 2016, we had our Never Turning Back concert, and that's when we really started to get into social justice issues. And then in 2017, I went to the Women's March in Washington, D.C. on a bus with 50 people and brought my daughter along to participate in that. And then in 2018,
yes, we went to Sister Singers. It's a festival. We bonded with women from all over the country.
And boy, were we going to need it in the pandemic in 2020, because we were able to communicate with women and singers all over the country. We were able to have Zoom rehearsals. We were able to make virtual pieces.
We sang here at GMC and entertained the residents.
Yeah, and so we're here to introduce Carry It On. And in 2019, we invited all of our Windsong members, past and present, to join us on stage, and it was beautiful, and we hope you will enjoy it.
Yes.
you have sung with Windsong before and you're in the audience, would you please come join us on the stage? This is something that we've talked about doing for a little while. I'm so excited to see lots of people that I know and some people that I don't know too. So this song is Carry It On.
Hi, I'm Ellen Catlett, a proud founding mother of Windsong, Cleveland's feminist chorus. I'm always looking for ways to help Windsong, and that's why I'm here today to introduce our virtual production of Be the Change by Jancy Snow, our resident composer. This is our last song today, but it was our first virtual choral work released in January 2021 before either In These Hard Times or Better Times Will Come were in the picture. Motivated by the pandemic lockdowns during the turbulent political atmosphere last year, and against all odds, and step by step, Michelle Comans and I made this video with 30 Windsong participants. It was an exercise in trust and perseverance, and the process helped uplift Windsong and engage the members. It was an essential building block for us. Something a little different in this video than in most virtual pieces is that we included parts of Heather Russell's conducting video. Michelle and I were so inspired by it that we just had to share it. In fact, we missed Heather, who was on leave of absence, so it connected us to what we were missing so badly. There are many songs called Be the Change, but this one is Windsong's offering. This song is not political in nature, but instead moves us toward a higher calling to be better individuals. Jan C. Snow says this about her song. This piece rests on what is perhaps the most famous thing Mahatma Gandhi never said. You've all seen it. Be the change you want to see or wish to see or would be in the world. The closest verifiable remark we have from Gandhi seems to be, if we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. We hope that the beautiful lyrical imagery conjured by Jan's song lifts you up too.
Be the breeze that lifts the leaf, be the wind that bends the branch, be the gale that bows the tree, be the change you would see, be the change you would see in the world. Be the flame that sparks the tinder, be the flame that warms the heart, be the blaze that lights the night, be the change you would see, be the change you would see in the world. Be the stream that greens the meadow, be the rain that ends the drought, be the rolling, rushing river, carving canyons, moving boulders to the sea. You can be the change you would see, be the change you would see in the world. Be the change. If not now, if not here, then when? If not us, if not you and me, then who? Me and you. Be the whisper in someone's ear, be the echo in the dark, be the song that reaches heaven, be the change, large or small, be the change you would see, be the echo, sing the song, be an ember going long, be the change you would see, be the change you would see in the world. Be the breeze that lifts the leaf.
You can be the change.
Be the change.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, we want to thank you for joining us today for our very first virtual concert.
And thank you for your donations and support. It's not too late to make a donation. by scanning the QR code on your screen or visiting rebrand.ly/Windsong. We value any amount as we prepare for our next season and the possibility of an in-person concert.
And we want you to stay in touch. So you can join our mailing list at windsongcleveland.org and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at WindsongClee to stay up to date on all things Windsong.
Thank you again for joining us today for Nevertheless, We Persisted. We can't wait to see you again soon. Can't swallow again. Okay, you know what we're gonna hold it together. I'm just gonna put the golf cart back in. It's fine.
Are we still on? Or
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Okay, no. I don't know. Shake it up. Okay. I can hear you.
I know, I'm just trying to. Okay.
Wait. Hang on.
Okay.